All right, so now we're going to look at the next one. It says, use your folded paper strip, which we're not using, to mark the points 0 and 1 above the number line. And then we also have to show 0/3, 1/3, 2/3, and 3/3 below the number line. So take a minute right now to show 0 and 1. And then I'm going to show 0/3, 1/3, 2/3, and 3/3. So we know 0/3 is equivalent to 0. We know 3/3 is equivalent to 1. And then I kind of have to guess my best to get in 1/3 and 2/3. So we're just kind of eyeballing here to place it in the right spot. So I have 1/3, and then right about here would be my 2/3. We try to get them as equal distance apart as we can, but it's not going to be perfect. So we just do the best that we can. All right, then it says, follow the same pattern as problem number 1, but with thirds. So up here, it says, let's see, you're creating 2 parts, but now we're doing thirds. So how many parts are we going to show? Instead of halves, where we showed 2 parts, how many parts are we showing for thirds? Avery? 3. So instead of 1 line down the middle, I'm going to show thirds. So I'm going to have to show 2 lines down the middle. So that's what we're doing right now to show thirds. And then we're going to shade the left part of each to show 1 out of 3, or 1/3. And this is what 5th grade shading looks like from now until the end of 5th grade. So now they're going to ask us to show equivalent fractions for 2/3 and 3/3, I believe. Or we can show as many as we want, I guess. So let's start here. We'll show 1/3. If I multiply the top and the bottom by 2, what am I going to get? Raise your hand if you think you know. I'm trying to show as many equivalent fractions to 1/3 as they'll allow me with my pictures. So I have 1/3, and I want to show my first equivalent fraction, multiplying top and bottom by 2. So Maya, if I multiply top or numerator by 2, what do I get? And if I multiply my bottom or denominator by 2, what do I get? 6. So 1/3 is equivalent to 2/6. How do I show that in my picture with a horizontal line or lines? How do I show 2 out of 6 are shaded? Kendia? 1 horizontal line right across the middle? All right, let's try it. So that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces total, and how many of them are shaded? 1, 2. So that's showing 2/6 is equivalent to 1/3. All right, what if I multiply my top and bottom by 3, or my numerator and denominator by 3? What does that give me for an equivalent fraction? Roman, if I multiply the top or my numerator 1 by 3, what do I get?
3.
Good. And then if I multiply my denominator by 3, 3 times 3 is what? 9. So how am I going to show that in picture form, that 3/9 is equivalent to 1/3? To show 2/6, I put 1 horizontal line across the middle. What can I do for my next picture, Avery? 2 horizontal lines. Let's see. 1, 2. Trying to make my pieces as equal as possible, but I know it's tricky because you do it freehand. You're not measuring. That's okay. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That matches my denominator. So there's 9 total pieces, and my numerator is showing what's shaded. 1, 2, 3. So 3 9s is equivalent to 1/3. What if I said 1/3 times 4, top and bottom, to show an equivalent fraction? What would my equivalent fraction be, Seja?
4.
1 times 4 is 4.
4 and 12.
And 3 times 4 is 12. So 4/12 is equivalent to 1/3. How could I show that in a picture? How many horizontal lines might I need to show that? Christy? She thinks 4. Let's see. Here I multiplied by 3 and I showed 2 lines. Here I multiplied by 2 and I showed 1 line. Look at the pattern. Times 2, you're showing 1 line. Times 3, you're showing 2 lines. So Christy changed her thinking and says, maybe it's 3 lines. So let's look. 1, 2, 3. So I'm looking for 12 total pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I want to show that 4 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, are shaded. So 4/12 is equivalent to 1/3. What if I showed 1/3 times 10, top and bottom? What's my equivalent fraction going to be? 1 times 10 is what?
10.
Izzy? 1 times 10 is 10. 3 times 10 is 30. So I was trying to trick you. I jumped from all the way times 5 to times 10. How many horizontal lines will I need to show 30, total pieces? 30. 30 total pieces. Look at the pattern, Kaylin. When I multiplied by 2, there was 1 line. When I multiplied by 3, I had 2 horizontal lines. When I multiplied by 4, I had 1, 2, 3 horizontal lines. If I multiply by 10, how many horizontal lines am I going to have? Lainey? 9. Ooh, that's going to be tricky, isn't it? Let's see if I can do it. So an easy way to do that is to show thirds first. Then I can show sixths by splitting those in half. Do I have 30 yet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Nope. Then I need to split those in half. That's crazy. Look at how teeny tiny. Those are teeny. I know, it's really hard. So there's 30 total pieces there. That's hard to show, isn't it? Don't you think we would need a bigger area model to show that? For sure. That's kind of mean. I don't think I would make you show 30 total pieces, but you never know, right? So our picture should always match our equivalent fraction. Whenever you're multiplying, you multiply top and bottom by the same number to get your equivalent fractions. Stop.